and what we have done together so far. This is a very, very young alliance. It started as an idea in 2010. It materialized somehow in 2011, and in 2012 we started really getting into business and doing things together. In 2012, we had some common events. We launched the alliance, mostly in Asia, of course, because we are the Pacific Alliance. So we wanted to tell the other side of the ocean what it was all about and what our intentions are. But then we also started with some seminars and activities here in Europe. Now in 2013, and this is in real time, as we sit here, we are having this event, so we already have it, we already mapped it in our events, and as we speak here right now, and at the same time, we are holding this same event in Helsinki, which is a very, also a very interesting and new market for our countries. So in this moment in Helsinki, our 4 ambassadors and our 4 trade representatives are meeting Finnish entrepreneurs and telling them about our activities. I came yesterday from Germany, and these seminars were held this week, so we are active. We are spreading the word. Many of you, and I spoke this last night with our, today in the morning with our ambassador. She was telling me the first reaction to the invitation to the seminar was, what's Pacific, what's Alliance? I don't know what you're talking about, because this is really new. So this is more about business opportunities. So when you hear business opportunities, then we bring you here and we tell you about that. So we're spreading the word. We're telling people all around the world what this is about, and this is about business. That's the bottom line. It's very interesting for you. We want you to buy goods in our countries, and we want you to sell your goods in our countries, and most important, we want you to invest in our countries. So this is what we are doing together. We are spreading the word. We are evangelizing so that people pretty soon will know what the Pacific, everyone around the world will know what the Pacific Alliance is about. Okay, so you say you want us to do business there, so I'll tell you what kind of business you do there. I can imagine in the short run that you can either purchase goods from our countries, or you can sell your goods in our countries, but you can also invest there and discover many opportunities. And as I told you, our countries are very different. So if I tell beverage producers or food producers or apparel producers to go invest there, I'm not telling them that it's the same investing in any of our countries, because each one of them has advantages within the international chain, production chains. But one of the good things about diversity and difference between our countries is that Chile has many raw materials that the rest of us don't have, as well as Peru, as well as Colombia, as well as Mexico. Mexico has a more developed industry for electronics, for aerospace, whereas Peru and Chile are more advanced in agro-industry, whereas Colombia has a wide base of manufactured goods, middle goods, like chemical products, like wood, like other things. So each country has a different offer for each one of you, and that is what I want to show you here. So when we look at exports, what you can buy from our products, for instance, agro-business, all of you will get a copy of this presentation. Somehow we'll send it to you. I don't know what the logistics will be, so I won't go into the details. But what you can do in these maps is that you can just go to each country, and there you will find our strengths for exports. What kind of goods you can expect to buy there at very good, in very good conditions, with very good advantages. But also this would tell you that our countries have great strengths in these sectors, so that you could also expect to go there and produce these goods to sell in the region, but also to sell to our other markets, the US, Canada, and the European Union. So I won't go into the details and I won't mention each one of them. And here we have statistically tried to gather some information about what kind of products we produce in the region that are most imported into the European Union. So here you can find a not exhaustive, but a long list of those products. So that is also regarding manufacturing. Here you will see that these are no more agricultural goods or primary goods, and also for apparels for each one of our countries. Opportunities for investment. So this is very much related to the map we had there. Each one of us, and when I say each one of us, each one of our promotion agencies, because here we have representatives from ProChile, from ProMexico, Peru not yet, but Peru will soon have a commercial office for the region. As I myself, I'm in Germany, but I'm also in charge of the Polish market. But we also have here a commercial representative within the embassy and the ambassador. So you can have much information from these business opportunities from us. I forgot to mention there outside in the entrance of the hall, you will also have many publications from each of our countries where you have a description of all these business opportunities. But I will just try to mention, just to call your attention, that probably in Mexico you would find more interesting opportunities for investment in the automotive industry, or in the aerospace industry, or in the electronics industry. When you talk about Chile, you find more opportunities in tourism, in infrastructure, in mining, and agribusiness, as well in Peru in real estate, tourism, information technologies, outsourcings, energy, infrastructure. So there are many common sectors, but there are some other sectors in which one country specializes. For example, Colombia, we promote specifically agrobusiness, investment in the cosmetic industry, and that is also due to the fact that we have a very biodiverse country, so we have many natural ingredients and raw materials for all of these industries. Finally, opportunities for tourism, not only for those of you who are tour operators, but also for those of you who are investors in the tourism sector. We still need infrastructure, we still need hotels, we still need connectivity, we still need convention centers, we still need many things to develop our tourism, which is growing at very robust rates. So I just want to show you here, and this is the end of the opportunity section. For instance, culture. In all of our countries you will find history, you will find archaeological sites. Our countries, as Europe's countries, have a very long history. Only that we have a different history. We have a very unknown history. We even have places where you go and nobody can tell you about them, because when the first Europeans got there, those people were already gone. They were already extinguished. So it's full of mystery, it's full of archaeology, it's full of... but we also have the colonial site history, very much in Peru, very much in Mexico, in Chile, in Colombia, everywhere around. Our region was discovered only 500 years ago, and in those colonial times everything started and everything was newly discovered. So we have many cultural projects, but we also have sun and beach and fun everywhere around. In Mexico we have Cancun, we have the Maya culture, we have all the Caribbean beaches, but also in the Pacific. Colombia is the only South American country with coastlines on the Caribbean and the Pacific. In Peru, you have a very extensive coastline on the Pacific. In Chile, of course. Chile is so long that going from one extreme to the other, it's almost an intercontinental flight. I think it takes 4 or 5 hours to go all along the country in Chile, so it's very extensive, and you have many places to visit. And biodiversity, of course. 2 of our countries are members of the Amazon Basin, Peru and Colombia. But in Mexico you will also find a rainforest and very much biodiversity. In Chile you will find the Andes, you will find the Atacama Desert, the driest place in the world, and the place where everybody goes to look at the stars. That's one of my dream destinations. I want to go there. I don't know how I'm going to get there, but I'll go there someday. So there's much to offer, and as I said, we are not only in the need of tourists, but we are also in the need of infrastructure. Many of those places which I mentioned are still very primitive. You go there and some places are hard to get to, hard to travel to. You won't find many accommodations as the ones you are used to, so we could use much investment in these areas. So, to close my statement, to close my presentation, our alliance is young, our alliance is sexy, as both of you said already, and we expect to have more presence in the world. We expect to be able to present our business friendliness to the world, and soon have you all doing business there. Thank you very much.